I don't think it's gonna take very long to get the truth out of these kids. Or to find the weapon they used to commit the crime.
Good God. What have I done? I knew I shouldn't have gotten them mixed up in this. But they're just a couple of scared kids. Don't you see that? What are you planning on doing with them?
Killing an official is punishable by death, and martial law is quite clear in this respect. They acted as adults, and they will pay for their actions as adults. As soon as they confess, or we find the weapon they used to commit the crime, we'll take care of matters. Do you have a problem with the law being enforced?
You're nothing but a gang of warped psychopathic pigs.
One more word and I'll blow your head off right now, bastard. I couldn't care less what privileges that bracelet might give you. Get out of my sight.
Those pigs are gonna kill the boys, and it'll be my fault. I'll be responsible for their deaths. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, and fast. But what? I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but throwing acid on them could get me into an even bigger mess. I'd rather not do that. Rifles against slingshots? That would be a real tight contest. In the distance, the other end of this tunnel fades out of sight among the shadows. Where does it lead? Damn it. If I don't prevent it, those bastards in uniform are going to execute the boys. For God's sake, I have to think of some way to save them, and I have to do it now.
No.
You have to let me in.
The camp will open when we find those two brats are going to pay a very high price for their insolence.
Those pigs are going to kill the boys, and I'll be responsible. I have to do something. A small military so narrow. This pig in uniform and his sidekicks are getting ready to kill the children in cold blood. Damn it. I have to do something.
But what?
They could be the perfect projectile, but these nails would end up shredding the rubber band on the slingshot. Besides, something tells me I'm not very good at using these things. The truth is, I don't need it. I have my own way of getting inside the hospital for the dissolved without being seen, but I'm sure I'll be able to find some use for this ID. What used to be a round subway sign is now 2 halves of a metal disc. I prefer to hold on to it. I'm not going to give this up just like that. Even though I think I can get more mileage. It doesn't seem like a... That would be suicide. The guards would blow my head off the minute I tried it. I'm not going to be able to get through the barrier. The army will keep the camp entrance closed until they find whoever killed the watchtower sentry. It's one of those plastic bags used to wrap up the patients in their final hours until they finally dissolve. The damp, sticky texture alone sends shivers down my spine. That means it's been used. A crate made of flimsy wood, lightweight and spacious. Reduce this box to splinters and sawdust? I don't see any need to... Since it's made of wood, I can use the nails to attach something to it. But what? Why would I want to do something like that? It's useless. I'll never get these nails through the metal of the subway sign. Since it's made of wood, I can... This plastic bag is designed to hold the remains of the dissolved. That wouldn't serve.
I have no idea.
Time is running out for those, and if I don't stop it, come on, Michael. You have to do something. I'm not going to be able to get until they find... If I can't put a stop to it, this is going to be the canvas where those uniformed bastards paint more of their macabre graffiti. And I'll be the one responsible.
I have no idea.
I'm not going to give it to anyone. I'm sure this... Although...
Yes. Fuck.
Shoot over there, even if I had a projectile handy. I consider myself rather clumsy. I just end up getting my fingers caught in the elastic. I'm afraid I can't do that.
I have no idea.
I can't quite see how to use this ID bracelet. Wait a minute. There's something floating in the pit, but I can't see what it is from up here. How long will those animals in uniform wait before shooting those boys? Their time is running out. Jesus, Michael, think of some way to save them.
I don't know how to save them.
Before I go down, in case the rope... Jesus! It's the corpse of Reverend Blake. His neck is broken. In his delirium, he must not have seen the rope I left tied around the tree. It must have fallen from the top when he was trying to get down here. But what the hell was he looking for here? Let's see what's in here. A damp, moldy business card. It's almost illegible, but it looks like it's from a place called Beechwood Oracle. Most of the text is too worn off to read. All you can make out of it is an address. 24 Mammothswood Street. So Beechwood Oracle is in fact a location. But what kind? Why was Reverend Blake carrying this card around? And why does that voice inside my head keep telling me to go there at any cost? He still has the same grimace of terror as when he ran out of the church. What made him go mad? I don't care anymore. I'm afraid he took the answer with him to the grave. I'll get my stuff. It doesn't look like it's happening. Impossible. If these bolt cutters didn't have any effect on the chain and padlock, I doubt they're going to get anywhere with these bars either. Nothing can be done here.
I have no idea how to save the kids.
You have to let me in. I need to get into the camp urgently.
The camp will open when those brats confess to their crime, or when we find the murder weapon. Those two brats are going to pay a very high price for their insolence. And now, get lost, rat.
Those pigs are gonna kill the boys. I'll be responsible. I have to do something. How long were those animals in uniform before shooting those? Their time. Jesus, Michael.
I don't know what to do.
The vehicle barrier is down, and a sentry stops anyone trying to enter on foot. I'm afraid that the refugee...
Wait, how about this? Nope. Damn it.
This entrance is reserved for authorized motor vehicles only. Get away from it. Move on.
What the hell? Those savages don't get around. At least I'm... No, I have to save the mole's boys. And going back into the garden or the I have to do something for them. Wait a minute. And it would be crazy.
Damn it.
This home already has an...
Okay, I have something where I combine something together.
I don't see any need to nail anything to this. I can't use these two. Since it's made of wood, I can use the nails to... I don't see any need to nail... I don't think doing this... I don't see any need to nail... Since it's made of wood, I can use the nails to... They could be the perfect projectile besides. No doubt the acid could clean off the rust, but it would leave the nails practically useless. Oral morphine, a glass vial with a dozen red pills. I didn't know morphine also came in this form. I thought I'd need to look for a liquid solution in a syringe. That's a relief. I'm not going to pour acid on this crowbar. It's been very useful to me up to now.
I have no idea.
A subway sign, that's what happens when you try to rip something off a wall. It's an ID bracelet that identifies me as wearing one of these brings certain privileges. A hard, thick piece of glass, and it has a very, very sharp point. Better not. Scratching the glass with the nails would... Besides, I don't see how I can use... Why would I want to do something... I don't see how... That wouldn't serve any purpose.
I don't know.
How long were those animals before they're... Jesus! Before I go down, I'll in case the rope does...
Leave your heavy objects.
It's the corpse of Reverend Blake. He has a broken neck. He must have slid down from the top of the earthen wall trying to get down here.
What the hell?
Use this on his face? Why? Okay, time's running out, and I'll do anything to save those kids. If there's a good reason to do it, I will. I just need one good reason to do it. Good idea. I could use Reverend Blake as a scapegoat to protect those children. On the other hand, him being one of the most famous and respected men in the city, I doubt anyone would believe my story if I accused him of attacking the sentry in the tower. How long were those animals before their time? Jesus! This is gonna be hard. Very hard. But those children are innocents in all this. And those ruthless savages are about to kill them in cold blood. I have no other choice. God damn it! Had the visions again! Not now. I have to do this. I've got to do this. My head!
You've got to stop this, Michael. I can't stand it anymore. This has to end.
I can't help it. It's that demon. You know I can't help it.
Please, Michael. Please. Make it stop.
Yes. That tiny, cowardly demon. I remember. That brutal sensation of acid running through your veins. Corroding, little by little, anything good and decent you might have left inside you. Turning it into pain, rot, and emptiness. I've disfigured his face, but not... I doubt I'd accomplish anything. I remember it. I remember. I can smell it, feel it, touch it.
No, please, don't do it. No!
That cowardly demon, that dark and intimate specter that only you know. that gains strength in this new world. Digging its claws into your soul like a jagged piece of glass.
Turn.
Whispering in your ear that what you're doing is right. Because nobody has the authority to tell you otherwise.
Oh,
Good God, what have I done? What have I done? Why are you showing me this? Please, answer me. Who was I before the catastrophe? Before the world collapsed?
perhaps on the
Do I
reason
really wanna
that it
know?
collapsed?
God, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of myself.
As you should be.
I'll get my stuff. You have to let those boys go. They're innocent. You've got the wrong people.
What are you insinuating, rat? You better have a good reason for saying something like that, or we'll splatter your brains all over the wall of shame, and then use the kids for target practice.
I know who the guilty party is. I know who committed the crime. And I know where he is.
Hey, we've got to hear this. Start talking, rat.
Okay. Here goes. I hope those pigs take the bait. Because if they find out the truth, I'm a dead man. The murderer was a deranged man I met in the city a few hours ago. He told me he was desperate. Tired of the humiliation and violence he had to face every day. He was determined to do something crazy. I didn't believe him at the time, but now I see that he wasn't kidding. After the attack, he committed suicide by jumping into the cesspit next to the camp road. You'll find him there. His face is unrecognizable from hitting the rocks and scraping against the rubble. But I'm sure you'll find the murder weapon next to his body.
We'll check out your story and see if it holds up.
We're approaching what looks like a body. It looks like that worm was right. Over.
What a mess. What the hell happened to his face?
Meh, who cares?
We found the guilty party with the murder weapon. Let those kids go. And unlock the camp gate. Over.
You can come in now, rat.
I brought the morphine for your husband. Just as I promised. This woman in this house gave me the chills. Let's get this over with as soon as possible.
So you've come for your money. Is that it, you rat?
You offered it to me. I didn't ask for anything in return.
No, you're right. Yeah, I guess you've earned it. That's what we agreed. I'm an honest woman. I think you have a very wrong impression of me. Take your money, Michael.
All right. Thank you and good luck. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around the camp.
Wait! Michael, is it money that you want? I have more money. I still have some savings. Those camp rats didn't manage to take it all. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I don't understand.
My husband is about to die. Without him, we'll be nobodies. Me and the kids. The soldiers don't even show us any respect anymore. A while ago, they broke in here to take them away with no explanation. And it didn't matter to them in the least whose children they were. But if you stay here, all that could change. I still have some contacts. I could arrange for you to become the new Camp Mole. You're not like the rest of those rats out there, Michael. You're one of us. We'd be important again. We'd keep our privileges. Or do you want to be just another beggar in this sewer? I can't lower myself to that. I'd do anything. Stay here with us, Michael.
No. I don't doubt for a second that this woman would be capable of anything, like a cornered scorpion. I don't think that would be a good idea. It would be better for me to leave. Take good care of those boys. They're good kids.
Yeah, get out of here, you disgusting rat. You're all alike. In this camp, all you rats are alike. I don't need you. I don't need any of you. You're just waiting to see us fall. But I won't give you the satisfaction, you disgusting rats. I'll do what I have to do. But you won't see me crawling around in the trash like you.
A cornered scorpion, surrounded by flames that are closing in. I think it would be best not to speak to this woman ever again. She could be dangerous. Oh no! Here comes that sensation again. It's like floating in a dense liquid, while everything around me is transformed. Good God, I think I'm starting to lose my mind.
Oh.
I brought money. Let me see Rose.
Hey, this is a lot of dough, pal.
So, is it enough?
More than enough. This'll get you into Rose's van for the rest of the night. All you can eat. Have a good time with our Minnie Mouse, but be careful with the merchandise. You know how it works. You break it, you buy it.
Yeah, I get it.
Hello, Mr. Sleepyhead. You came back.
Hello, Rose.
Are you here to save me? Have you brought me my baby? They won't let me leave here to look for him. He's all I have left in the world. I don't have anyone else. Will you help me? That's why you came back, isn't it? Or did you come back for the other thing? Do you want me to take off my clothes and lie down on the mattress?
No, I don't want you to lie down. Tell me, Rose, why can't you leave here?
It's because of them. They don't let me go any farther than that empty lot over there. They say I have to be ready in case a client comes. They only let me go see Rod and Colin in their trailer every once in a while.
And why don't you run away?
Those men are too scary, Mr. Sleepyhead. They yell at me and hit me if I don't do what they say. Sometimes they lock me in here in the dark for hours. And I'm afraid the soldiers will come back. They say they'll call them, and if I don't behave, they'll hurt me again. I'm so afraid of the dark. Aren't you? Colin is afraid of the dark too. Before he got sick, he told me, and now they won't let me see him anymore.
I like the light better. Do you like the lights in my room, Mr. Sleepyhead?
Yes, they're very pretty, Rose.
It's like it's Christmas every day, isn't it? But the one who scares me most is the hunter. He's always ordering everyone around with a voice like an angry lion. He even gives orders to those men outside. He's like a horrible big dog about to bite you. I get the shivers every time he comes to visit me. But I like your voice very much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You sound like a knight in a fairy tale.
And I'm your princess.
Yeah, he's not at night.
You said you don't have anyone. Where is your family?
I don't know, Mr. Sleepyhead. The last time I saw them was when that great wave came. They said they were leaving, but that they'd come back to find me. And then they left me alone with my baby. They told me they'd only come back if I took good care of him. If I held him and rocked him to sleep, like in the picture on the wall. Did you see my baby and me in the picture, Mr. Sleepyhead? But someone took him while I was asleep. You see, I had this dream while those soldiers were hurting me. Do you like to dream, Mr. Sleepyhead?
It depends on the dream, Rose.
I dream about my baby a lot, sleeping in his little cradle. And I also dream about my room in the house I used to live in before the Great Wave. The sun came in through the window every morning and lit up everything. Sometimes it looked like the walls were going to catch fire. This room is darker. I don't like the dark. That's when they come and hurt me. And sometimes they lock me here in the dark to punish me if I don't do what they say. Have you brought me my baby, Mr. Sleepyhead?
The poor girl is more disturbed than I thought. It looks like her mind hasn't been able to deal with all the pain of these last few months. Someone needs to get her out of here. No, Rose. I'm sorry. I haven't brought you here, baby. I'd like to talk to you, Rose. You told me you had a secret to tell me. I need to hear it.
Yes, Mr. Sleepyhead. I know a secret about you. It's something very important, but I'm not going to tell you.
She wants her baby.
Why not?
Because you haven't brought me my baby.
Yeah.
I asked you to help me and you haven't done it. I want to hold my baby again and rock him to sleep. Aren't we friends anymore, Mr. Sleepyhead?
Yes, of course we're still friends. But Rose, please. I need to know what it is. What is this secret?
Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's a riddle. I have something of yours from before the Great Wave. It's the key for you to lock and unlock your chest of dreams, you sleepy bear. But I won't give it to you unless I can hold my baby again.
The key to my chest of dreams? I don't know what the devil she's talking about. But if it's something from before the Great Wave, no doubt it could help me recover my past. Rose, I don't have time for games. Give me whatever you have, please.
No, no! You have to help me first. Please bring me my baby. I want to rock him to sleep again, like in the picture on the wall.
Okay, we're gonna look at this picture.
Have you seen the picture of my baby and me? It was taken before the Great Wave.
I think it's not a
I have no
baby.
one else. I need my
I think it's
baby.
like a teddy
Bring
bear,
him to
maybe?
me. Bring him to me! Bring him to me!
Hey, pal, you can have a good time with our Minnie Mouse, but don't mess up the merchandise. Don't make us come in there. You know how it works. You break it, you buy it.
All right, Rose, all right. Calm down. Goodbye, Rose. I should be going now.
No, don't go. Please, will you help me, Mr. Sleepyhead? Will you bring me my baby?
Oh,
And will
gosh,
you
so
bring me a
confusing.
cradle like this one in the picture? Be my knight
Okay,
in shining
we're
armor.
looking at this freaking picture.
Bring me what I ask and I'll give you the answer. The key to unlock your chest of dreams.
I'll try, Rose. I promise. It's a page torn out of a very old magazine.
Oh.
In her delirium, poor Rose thinks it's a photograph of her and her baby taken before the Great Wave. I doubt this belongs to Rose. I suppose that after installing the lights on the ceiling, those poker addicts left this old toolbox here. I suppose those savages out there force Rose to put on makeup to make herself look older than she really is. This is the poor girl's place of business. It was probably dragged here from one of those heaps of trash out there. When winter comes, my baby will get cold. That's what she said. It would break Rose's heart to see me stealing her baby's clothes. I'm not gonna do that to her.
Well, how the hell?
I prefer to hold on to it. I think this will be more useful to me. A hand drill, perfect for making holes in hard surfaces. In a world without electricity, this is the only way to do it. I'd say this is a present by the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Out of the question. I don't think doing this. It's the pile of when wind.
Yep.
Huh? Leaving us so soon?
Hey, you're quick, pal.
So, how'd our little mouse do?
So this business is really just another one of the hunter's rackets?
Hey, careful what you say. We're independent businessmen.
The hunter just lets us operate in his territory. He gives us protection and sends us clients. In exchange for a percentage, of course.
Fair's fair.
Yeah, fair's fair.
Of course. No doubt. I just hope that someday those bastards find themselves face to face with some of that fairness they talk about, wherever it might come from. Rose was talking to me about a baby, her son. Do you know where he is or how I can find him?
That little mouse's mind is gone. I wouldn't pay much attention to what she says.
Hey, as far as I know, her entire family died in the Great Wave. After the explosion, she wandered around in a daze for weeks, until she finally ran into a group of drunken soldiers who wanted to, have some fun with her. When we found her, all she had left was that wrinkled old magazine clipping clutched in her hand. It's her pride and joy. Now she's got it stuck up on the wall of the van.
And as far as the baby's concerned? Probably not alive anymore. If it ever existed. Who knows what goes on in that nutcase's head?
Then she really is all alone. She doesn't have anyone.
Of course she does. She has us now. My partner and I are sort of like, her new family.
We protect her and we feed her. We actually keep her alive. And you can bet your ass we will, as long as our little mouse still has that small fortune between her legs.
You two are despicable. Rose told me about how you abuse and prostitute her.
I think we'll have to teach that naughty little girl how to keep her mouth shut.
Don't jump to conclusions, pal. Let me tell you how we found that chatty little rodent, since you're so interested in her. It was about 4 months ago. She was naked and injured, and she could hardly move. A group of soldiers had gang-raped her and left her for dead. They left her body wrapped in barbed wire from the camp fence.
Crows would have picked her clean if we hadn't found her when we did. It's only thanks to us that she's still alive.
Someone like Rose could never survive in the New World alone. You know that as well as we do. We're helping her. We protect her and we feed her. We actually keep her alive. The only thing we ask for in return is that she earn her keep.
Only problem is, sometimes she has a hard time understanding that. And we have to be a little more strict with her, that's all.
And the fact is, the girls, well, not too bright. But for some jobs, that's almost a blessing, don't you think?
What good Samaritans.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but you're catching on.
I don't have anything else to discuss with you two.
Okay, come back anytime you like. You paid for her. The door to the van is open to you all night long.
Okay.
That's odd. The drum has a huge bullet hole on one side. Everything indicates that it was being used for target practice.
Michael, thank God you've come back. Colin is worse. His trances are getting longer and deeper. My wife and I are afraid the end is near. Please tell me that you've brought the medicine to cure his disease.
This is going to be very hard. But this man deserves to know the truth. I owe him that. I'm sorry, Rod. You have to see this. It's an army report. It says that the cure we were talking about doesn't exist. That it never existed.
No, but there has to be a cure. There has to be hope for us. The vultures are starting to gather around our trailer, waiting for the end so they can take my son's belongings. Colin himself can see them from the window of his room.
Calm down, Rod.